Dear students, myself Girish KR, PGT Mathematics, Science School, Calcutta. Today we will go through the topic continuity and differentiability. On that, a subtopic continuity, which is a class 12 CBSE's topic. This is the starting of differential calculus. Now, continuity in fact is a property of a function, a much important property which is derived using limits and the graph of the function. Now, in continuity, we start the basic properties of function. Now, before going to continuity, let me ask a mathematical puzzle to you. Now, this is a familiar figure that you might have come across in your school life. Now, can you draw this picture using your drawing material and without taking it from the paper and no overdrawing also? Just give a thought to it. But in fact, it is not possible to draw this picture continuously without the help of anything else. Just let me try it for you. Just see. In fact, this picture cannot be drawn without drawing the other part. Now, why I took this picture is just to say the concept of continuity. Now, continuity is nothing but anything if you can draw continuously without taking the pencil from the graph, that is continuous. And so is function also. A function is continuous if you can draw the graph continuously in a paper without taking the pen or pencil from the graph paper. Now, let us go through continuity of functions by taking some examples. We will start with some examples. Now, consider the function f of x equal to 1, x less than or equal to 0, 2 x greater than 0. Surely the domain of this function is the set of all real numbers, because the function is defined for all positive numbers as well as for all negative numbers. Shall we go through the graph of this function? Now, for every negative number, the function takes the value 1. The function takes the value 1 means y equal to 1. Therefore, to the negative side, the graph is y equal to 1, which is a line parallel to x-axis. So, also on the positive side, the graph is y equal to 2, which is on the right hand side. Now, at the point 0, the function takes the value 1. That is why the point 0, 1, a darkened part, while other is an open part. But this function is not continuous at x equal to 0. Let me say again, from the graph, the function is not continuous at x equal to 0. Just another example. Another example. Again, a function which is defined on all real numbers. Let's see the graph of this function. For every point less than or equal to 1, the function is defined as x plus 1, which is a straight line. Therefore, for x less than 1, the graph is a straight line. On the other side, for x greater than 1, the function takes the value 3. Therefore, it is y equal to 3. F of x equal to 3 means y equal to 3. Now, the graph passes through the point minus 1, 0 from x plus 1. It passes through point 0, 1, but at the point 1, the function takes the value 2. Again, darkened part, not darkened part, because it is a function. But the function is not continuous at x equal to 1. Again, one more example. F of x equal to x plus 3, for every value of x which is not equal to 1, and the function is defined as 2 for x equal to 1. Again, the function is a function whose domain is the set of all real numbers. Just go through the graph. For every point other than 1, the graph is a straight line. F of x equal to x plus 3. But at x equal to 1, the function takes the value 2. That is, at x equal to 1, y equal to 2. Therefore, the point 1, 2. There the point comes, but in the straight line, the graph is a whole part. This is the graph of the function. On continuity, this function is not continuous at x equal to 1. Again, I'll repeat. The first example, the function is not continuous at the point x equal to 0. In fact, it can be told in other way that x equal to 0 is a point of discontinuity of the function. We will go through the three examples again. The first function not continuous at x equal to 0. Second function not continuous at x equal to 1 or x equal to 1 is a point of discontinuity. Third function not continuous again at x equal to 1 or again x equal to 1 is a point of discontinuity. Why these functions are not continuous at the different points that is mentioned? How will you define continuity of a function at a point? Now, as we started with the figure which could be drawn continuously, all these functions are not continuous because they break, the graph breaks at a point. The first function has broken at the point x equal to 0. The second function has broken at the point x equal to 1. So also the third function that also has broken at the point x equal to 1. Therefore, if the graph breaks at a particular point, the function will be told discontinuous at that particular point. But there are n number of functions like that which breaks at different points. Some of the functions you might have already studied, greatest integer function, signum function, and lot of examples which you can make yourself also. Functions which you can make, you can define, which breaks at different points. We will go through the graph of some functions. Greatest integer function, now also called a step function because of the speciality of the graph. It breaks at infinite points. At every integer point it breaks. Therefore, this function is a function which is discontinuous at infinite points, or there are infinite points of discontinuity. Signum function. Signum function takes the value minus 1 when x is less than 0, takes the value 1 when x is greater than 0, and at x equal to 0 it takes the value 0. This graph also breaks at the point x equal to 0. Therefore, this is also a function which is not continuous. The point of discontinuity is x equal to 0. But defining continuity using the graph that it breaks at a particular point will not be enough. Therefore, you should have a much better definition, and that is a definition which is told in terms of limit. How will you define continuity using limit? Now, we will just go through the previous example and just understand how it is defined using limits. This is the first example that we have taken. Just what is the limit of this function at x equal to 0? What is the limit of the function at x equal to 0? We will just calculate and check what happens. We will go through the example. The function f of x equal to 1, x less than or equal to 0, f of x equal to 2, x greater than 0. We will calculate limit. The left hand limit. Left hand limit, as you know, it is limit x tends to 0, x tends to 0 minus f of x. We are calculating the left hand limit at x equal to 0. Now, x tends to 0 minus. 0 minus means all those values of x which are less than 0, that is x tending to 0 from the left hand side. For every value less than 0, the function takes a value 1. Therefore, surely the limit should be 1. Now, in fact, it can be calculated directly. Now, another option is there. The other option is you can change it as x can be given as 0 minus h. You can give x equal to 0 minus h. Therefore, limit s tends to 0, s tends to 0. What is x? It is minus h. Therefore, here it changes as f of minus h. F of minus h, negative side, the function takes the value 1. Therefore, this will change as limit s tends to 0, 1. and limit of a constant is a constant, and therefore LHL 1. Same calculation, you make it direct or go by substitution. That is the LHL. The LHL of the function at x equal to 0 is 1. We will move to the RHL, right hand limit. Right hand limit x tends to 0 plus. Therefore, limit x tends to 0 plus function. The RHL at x equal to 0. X tends to 0 plus. All values which are greater than 0. For every value greater than 0, the function x takes the value 2. Therefore, this answer will become directly 2. Can be written like that, or you can give substitution. X equal to 0 plus h. You can give this substitution. Therefore, it will become limit s tends to 0, x equal to 0 plus h. Therefore, x becomes h, f of h, and h is positive. H is positive means f of h becomes 2, because x greater than 0 the function takes a value 2, and therefore this becomes limit s tends to 0, 2, and as early limit of a constant 2. Therefore, the RHL is 2. LHL 1, RHL 2. What is the conclusion? Limit does not exist. That is, limit x tends to 0 f of x does not exist. This limit does not exist. Therefore, it is not continuous at x equal to 0. I will again repeat. We have calculated LHL, RHL. They are not equal, and therefore limit does not exist. Therefore, the function is not continuous at x equal to 0. Another example that we have done. We have finally told the function is not continuous at x equal to 1. Now, why the function is not continuous at x equal to 1? We will just calculate using limit. We will calculate the limit of the function at x equal to 1. The second example, f of x equal to x plus 3, x not equal to 1, 2 when x equal to 1. We will calculate the limit. Now, limit of the function at x equal to 1, limit x tends to 1 f of x. Now, is LHL and RHL required? No, because LHL at 1 is 1 minus, less than 1. RHL at 1 is 1 plus, greater than 1. But both less than 1 and greater than 1 falls at x not equal to 1. Therefore, there is no need of LHL, RHL. Only limit direct calculation. Therefore, next step. It changes as limit x tends to 1 x plus 3. How will you calculate limit? Direct substitution, because it is a linear function. Therefore, x tends to 1, x is given 1. Therefore, the limit value is 4. Repeat, the limit of the function at x equal to 1 is 4. In this case, limit exists. Now, then if limit exists, we will calculate function value. What is f of 1? Value of the function at x equal to 1. At x equal to 1, the function takes a value 2. F of 1 is equal to 2. But 2 and 4 are not equal. That is, the limit value at 1 is not equal to the function value at 1. I will again repeat. The limit value of the function is not equal to the function value at 1. This is the reason why this function is not continuous at x equal to 1. In the previous case, limit did not exist. In this case, limit had existed, but it is not equal to the function value. This case, it is not equal to the function value. That is why the function is not continuous at x equal to 1. Now, these are the final conclusions of the two examples. In the first example, the function limit did not exist at x equal to 0. In the second example, the limit value is not equal to the function value. These are the reasons why the function was not continuous at the different points. In the first case, function not continuous at x equal to 0. Second case, function not continuous at x equal to 1. Now with this we will move to the definition of continuity of a function at a point. When will you say that a function is continuous at a particular point? We will go to the definition of continuity. Continuity of a function at a point. A function is said to be continuous at a point x equal to c if the limit of the function is equal to the function value. I will again repeat. A function is said to be continuous at a point x equal to c if the limit value of the function is equal to the function value. In the second example that we have taken, the limit value was not equal to the function value. That is why it was not continuous. And in the first example, limit itself did not exist. Then there is no question of checking this one. Therefore, the definition finally concludes as, if the limit value of the function is not equal to the function value at a point c, the function will not be continuous at that particular point, and that point will be told as a point of discontinuity. Therefore, if you want to check whether a function is continuous at a point or not, you should calculate the limit value, and the limit value should be equal to the function value. Then the function will be continuous at the point x equal to c. We will check one question. Check the continuity of the function f of x equal to 2x plus 3 at x equal to 1. Continuity of the function f of x equal to 2x plus 3 at x equal to 1. How will you check continuity? You should go for the definition. Calculate the limit value, calculate the function value. If both are equal, the function is continuous. We will calculate the limit value. But in this case, there is no LHL RHL because the function is unique. LHL RHL case will come only if the function is defined in two ways. We will calculate the limit. Limit of the function, limit at x equal to 1. Direct substitution. Therefore, limit value is 5. F of 1. F of 1, which is also substitution, 5. Therefore, conclusion, the limit value and function value are equal. Limit value and function value are equal. Therefore, this function f of x equal to 2x plus 3 is continuous at x equal to 1. But as far as f of x equal to 2x plus 3 is concerned, you take any point, you take x equal to 1, you take x equal to 2, x equal to 0, any point, it will be continuous. We will go through one more example. F of x equal to x square plus 3, x not equal to 0, 1 when x equal to 0. Check the continuity of the function at x equal to 0. We will check the continuity of this function. F of x equal to x square plus 3, x not equal to 0, 1, x equal to 0. Check the continuity of the function at x equal to 0. Again, you should calculate limit. We will calculate limit. There is no LHL RHL because 0 minus 0 plus everything falls at x not equal to 0. Therefore, limit value. How will you calculate limit value? Direct substitution. X is given the value 0. 0 square plus 3. 3. Limit value is 3. What is f of 0? F of 0, function value at x equal to 0. 1. Limit value not equal to the function value. Limit value not equal to the function value. If limit value is not equal to a function value, function is not continuous. Therefore, in this question, x equal to 0 is a point of discontinuity. Therefore, what do you mean by continuity of a function at a point? A function is said to be continuous at a point x equal to c if the limit value of the function is equal to the function value. Now again I will repeat, but in one of the examples that we have taken, limit itself did not exist. Therefore, there is no need to go further. If limit does not exist, surely it is not continuous. Now that is the continuity of a function at a particular point. But then when will you say that the function is continuous? Now if we have seen an example, f of x equal to 2x plus 3. Now f of x equal to 2x plus 3 is continuous at x equal to 1, it is continuous at x equal to 2, it is continuous at x equal to 3. Therefore, in fact it is continuous at every point in the domain. Now that is the continuity of a function. A function is said to be continuous if it is continuous at every point in the domain. Just see the definition. A real function f is continuous if it is continuous at every point in the domain. One example is linear function. Any linear function is a continuous function. Now in fact, as a starting of continuity, we define continuity of a function at a point, that is limit value and function value. But now we are moving to continuity of a function as a whole. Now we can go through some of the examples which are continuous functions. F of x equal to modulus of x, it is a continuous function. Now if you remember the graph, what is a graph of a modulus function? It is a V-shaped graph. The f of x equal to modulus of x is a continuous function, but because at every point in the domain, be it negative value, be it positive value, the function is continuous. We will just see that. F of x equal to modulus of x, we are checking whether it is a continuous function. In fact, that comes as a question also for exam. Check the continuity of a function. Now if you are asked to check the continuity of a function, you should check it in the entire domain, and the domain of modulus of x is R, the entire real numbers. But I will not check it everywhere, because for x less than 0, modulus of x is minus x, which is a linear function, and linear function is continuous. Now even if you calculate limit, I take a point c less than 0, I calculate limit, I will get the answer c. I will calculate the function value, also I will get c. Therefore I will not calculate at x less than 0, neither I will calculate at x greater than 0, because at greater than 0 also it is a linear function. At x greater than or equal to 0, the function is x, which is a linear function. Therefore there also it is continuous. Now the only case where discontinuity can come is x equal to 0. Therefore I will only check at x equal to 0. X equal to 0. Now if you want to check at x equal to 0, you should calculate limit. The left hand limit, x tends to 0 minus. Now x tends to 0 minus, x tends to 0 minus. Now 0 minus means less than 0, less than 0. Therefore this becomes limit x tends to 0 minus negative x. Now I will give substitution, x equal to 0 minus h, x equal to 0 minus h. Therefore it becomes limit s tends to 0, s tends to 0, x equal to 0 minus h, x becomes negative h, therefore it becomes h, and therefore the answer 0. Therefore the LHL is 0. Now moving on to the RHL, right hand limit. Limit x tends to 0 plus f of x. I give substitution x equal to 0 plus h. it will change in this pattern. Limit x tends to 0, h, which is again 0. Therefore, LHL and RHL are 0, and therefore the limit itself is 0. Limit x tends to 0, modulus of x is 0, and which is in fact equal to the function value also. F of 0 is also 0. F of 0 falls in the second part. F of 0 is 0. Therefore, what conclusion is? Modulus function is continuous at x equal to 0. In fact, modulus function is continuous everywhere. Therefore, f of x equal to modulus function can be termed as a continuous function, because continuous function means the function is continuous in its entire domain. Therefore, the next example that you can take is modulus function, example of a continuous function. Already linear function is continuous, modulus function is also continuous. Therefore, we have told one example, f of x equal to modulus function, it is a continuous function. Another question, discuss the continuity of f of x equal to 1 by x in its domain. Now, what is the domain of f of x equal to 1 by x? All real numbers except 0. Therefore, 0 you need to check, all other values you need to check. Discuss the continuity of this function. Is it continuous? We will just see. The continuity of f of x equal to 1 by x at x not equal to 0, because x not equal to 0, that is the domain. Now, we will classify it as two things, c less than 0 and c greater than 0. What happens at c less than 0? Limit value, limit x tends to c, c less than 0, the function is 1 by x. This is the next step, and direct substitution 1 by c, which is equal to f of c. Now, if you take any example also, you will get the same answer. You take x equal to minus 2, c is a negative value, the limit value will become minus 1 by 2, so also the function value. Then I take c greater than 0, limit x tends to c f of x, which is again 1 by c, which is equal to f of c. You take c as a positive number, take c as 3, the limit will become 1 by 3, the function also will become 1 by 3. In fact, both will look always same. That means for any number c not equal to 0, the function f of x limit value is equal to the function value, or the function is continuous. Therefore, another example, f of x equal to 1 by x at its domain is continuous. If you have noted the graph, this is the graph of f of x equal to 1 by x. It never breaks. In its domain it never breaks, because 0 is not included. Therefore, wherever 0 is not included, it is continuous. Therefore, another example of a function which is a continuous function, continuous means continuous in its entire domain, is f of x equal to 1 by x. Another example, these are questions that are there in textbook of CBSE. Now, discuss the continuity. Discuss the continuity of the function f of x equal to x cube plus x square minus 1. Now, if you discuss the continuity, you take any value c, because the domain of the function is the entire real number, and if you are asked to discuss, you should discuss in its entire domain. Therefore, I take c as a real number. If you calculate limit, it will become c cube plus c square minus 1, which is equal to f of c. Just think about it. If you calculate limit, it will become c cube plus c square minus 1, which is equal to f of c. Therefore, this function is also continuous function. This function f of x equal to x cube plus x square minus 1 is continuous in its entire domain. Now, in fact, x cube plus x square minus 1, earlier we have seen 2x plus 3, that is also a continuous function. Now, where does all these functions comes under? These are all polynomial functions. Therefore, in fact, if you take a class of continuous functions, every polynomial function is continuous. Therefore, if you go to more continuous functions, modulus function, already we have told it is continuous, that is one of the best examples, because later you study differentiability and you will find a relation in modulus function between continuity and differentiability. Now, we told every polynomial function is continuous, that is one of the examples of continuous functions. Then we have algebra of functions. If you have two functions f and g, you know the algebra of functions. F plus g, f minus g, f into g, in fact f by g also. All these functions will also be continuous. If two functions are continuous, f and g are two functions which are continuous. Continuous function means continuous in its entire domain. Then f plus g, f minus g, f into g, f by g will also be continuous. But f by g you should be careful. F by g will be continuous in its domain, and the domain of f by g is all real numbers except where the denominator becomes 0. 1 by x. It is a continuous function. It can also be taken as f by g, but it is continuous at all points except where denominator becomes 0, that is x equal to 0 is removed from its domain. Now that brings another class of continuous functions. Every rational function will also be continuous in its entire domain, because rational functions are nothing but polynomials by polynomials. Therefore rational functions are also continuous. Going on to more continuous functions. Trigonometric functions. Sine function is continuous. Now you might have seen the graph of sine function. It is a continuous graph going up and down from -1 to 1. Sine function is also continuous function in its entire domain, and domain is R, because sine function is defined everywhere. Now sine function, you can prove it is continuous. You will be asked, discuss the continuity of sine function. There also you take c as a real number, you calculate limit at c, the answer will become sin c. The function value at c, that will also become sin c. Therefore limit value will become equal to function value for every c which is a real number. Therefore sine function will be continuous. Sine function is continuous, almost same like that graph is cos function. Cos function is also continuous. Therefore sine function and cos functions are continuous functions. Now what does that lead to? Tan function. Tan function is also a continuous function, because it can be compared to rational function. It is a function of the type f by g, but continuous in its domain. What is the domain of tan function? R minus all values of x where x becomes odd multiple of pi by 2. R minus 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. Tan function is also a continuous function. On a broad thing, if you see, every trigonometric function is a continuous function. Continuous in its domain. Sine, cos, everywhere continuous, but tan, cot, sec, cosec, continuous in its domain. Surely in the domain certain points are to be removed. Therefore another class of continuous functions, trigonometric functions. All trigonometric functions are continuous. Now what we have gone through is, we have told continuity of a function at a point. Continuity means, at a point means limit value is equal to function value. And then if the function is continuous at every point in the domain, the function is a continuous function. Some of the examples: polynomial functions, continuous function; modulus function is continuous; rational functions are continuous; trigonometric functions are continuous. Yet another class of continuous functions, composite functions. If you have a function f and if you have a function g, then the composite of f and g, f composite g, is also continuous. Therefore another class of continuous functions are composite functions. Composite functions are also continuous in its domain. Now the second example, f of x equal to sine of x square. Is it a continuous function? Yes, think about it. Is it a continuous function? Yes, it is a continuous function, because it is a composite function. Sine of x square. Now we are asking whether it is a continuous function. It is a continuous function because it is a composite function. If you take f of x is equal to sine x, g of x equal to x square. What is f composite g of x? Now by definition we have already gone through that. It is nothing but f of g of x. And g of x is x square. therefore it changes to f of x square, and f of x is sin x, therefore instead of x you will have x square for f of x square. And therefore finally sin of x square. Therefore it is a composite function of two continuous functions, sine function, trigonometric function, x square polynomial, and therefore the composite function sin of x square is also a continuous function. Now one question, discuss the points of discontinuity or find the points of discontinuity of greatest integer function. In fact, greatest integer function breaks at infinite points. At every integer point it breaks. Therefore, every integer is a point of discontinuity. Now, in fact, if you are asked a question, an example of a function which is discontinuous at infinite points, greatest integer function is 1. Now, we will just go through how will you prove that greatest integer function is discontinuous at every integer. We will discuss the continuity of greatest integer function at every integer. Let x equal to c be an integer. Therefore, we should calculate limit of the function at x equal to c. But as far as x equal to c is concerned, you should calculate LHL and RHL, because if you take the integer 2, the left hand values of 2 is 1, while the right hand values of 2 is 2, greatest integer function. Now I will calculate the limit, left hand limit for x equal to c integer. Limit x tends to c minus greatest integer function. Now you take any example that will be very good. X equal to 3, 3 minus the greatest integer value is 2. Therefore the answer to this one will be c minus 1. For 3 minus it will be 2. For 2 minus it will be 1. Therefore the left hand limit of c, an integer, will be c minus 1. On the other hand, RHL, limit x tends to c plus f of x. You again take example. C is 3, 3 plus the greatest integer value is 3. Now 3 plus means not very far from 3, 3.1 or 3.01. The greatest limit will be, the greatest integer value will be 3. 4 plus, the greatest integer value will be 4, and therefore c plus, where c is an integer, the limit will be c. Now this you can conclude for any point. If I take 4, the LHL will be 3, the RHL will be 4. If I take the integer 5, the LHL will be 4, the RHL will be 5. Conclusion, limit will not exist. Now limit does not exist means it is surely not continuous, because continuity is more than that. In continuity you should have the limit value, and the limit value should be equal to the function value. Therefore in this case, as the limit does not exist, greatest integer function will not be continuous at any integer, or all points of discontinuity are nothing but integers. Greatest integer function has infinite points of discontinuity. Every integer is a point of discontinuity, but other points are continuous. If you take greatest integer function at the point c equal to 3.2, it is continuous, because 3.2 LHL is 3, 3.2 RHL is also 3. Therefore it might be asked as a question, f of x equal to greatest integer function, is it continuous in this interval? It is continuous, because in this interval the greatest integer function's limit value is always 1. But on a total, in its domain, if you take, greatest integer function will not be continuous at integers. All integers are points of discontinuity. One more example. The last one, is it continuous? Discuss the continuity of the function. Now such questions are there in the topic continuity. Discuss the continuity of function. If you want to discuss, you should discuss in the entire domain. Now as far as this function is concerned, for x greater than or equal to 0, it is continuous. Because for x greater than or equal to 0, the function is x, which is a polynomial. For x less than or equal to less than 0 also, it is continuous, because it is a polynomial again. Therefore, the only point you need to check is at x equal to 0. Usually that is how it happens. The point where the function divides, that is the point you should check continuous. Otherwise, the function should be continuous. Now, but here, LHL at 0, if you calculate, you will get the answer 0, because it is limit x tends to 0 x square. RHL at 0, limit x tends to 0 x, that will also become 0. Therefore, the limit value will become 0, LHL and RHL being 0. And the function value is also 0, because the function value will come here. The function value is also 0. Therefore, as far as x equal to 0 is concerned, the limit value is equal to function value. Therefore, this function is continuous at x equal to 0, and hence this function is a continuous function, because it is continuous in its entire domain. Therefore, this is another example of a continuous function. We will go through two questions which are usual questions that comes in the topic continuity. Find points of discontinuity of this function. Now this is also a function which is defined in the entire domain of real number, as it is defined for every number which is less than -3, including -3. It is defined for every number between -3 and 3. It is defined for every number greater than 3. Therefore, the domain is R. Now, but where should you check the continuity? For x less than -3, I will not check the continuity. Why? Because you have modulus function, and we have already told it is continuous. And between -3 and 3 also I needn't check, because function is -2x, polynomial function. But at -3 you should check, because at -3 LHL might be different, RHL might be different. So also at 3 also you should check, because at 3 also LHL and RHL may differ. We are going to find the points of discontinuity of this function. Now, as told, only 2 points you need to check, -3 and +3. We will check at -3. LHL and RHL required, because the function is defined in different manners, to the left of -3 and to the right of -3. LHL. Now -3 minus, to the left of -3, less than -3, function defined as modulus of x plus 3. Therefore, this, if you make a rewriting, it will change like this, because -3 minus is less than -3. Direct substitution, -3 substituted, modulus of -3, 3. Therefore, LHL 6 going to RHL. Now one question, what is the function value at -3? The function value is also 6, because function value will come in the first one, because x equal to -3 is the first one. The function value is also 6. I just told in advance, the function value also you can calculate when you calculate limit in some cases. Now RHL. Minus 3 plus greater than minus 3. The function is defined as minus 2x. Therefore, this changes as the function is minus 2x. Direct substitution, minus 3 directly substituted. Again answer 6. LHL, RHL 6. Therefore, limit 6 and function value is also 6. Therefore, conclusion, the limit value is equal to the function value. The function is continuous at x equal to minus 3. Therefore, as far as minus 3 is concerned, it is not a point of discontinuity. But again, you should check for x equal to 3. At x equal to 3, again you should calculate LHL RHL. LHL, limit x tends to 3 minus f of x. 3 minus, less than 3, function is defined as minus 2x. Therefore, the next change, being a polynomial, direct substitution, x equal to 3 given, 2 minus 2 into 3, negative 6. RHL at 3, limit x tends to 3 plus function, 3 plus greater than 3 falls at 6x plus 2. Direct substitution, x is given 3, 6 into 3 plus 2, 18 plus 2, 20. LHL is a different answer minus 6, RHL is a different answer minus 6. Therefore, limit does not exist at x equal to 3. Limit does not exist, surely it is not continuous because it did not reach at the definition of continuity which states limit value is equal to the function value. Here it's a limit does not exist, then there is no thinking of limit value. Therefore, the function is not continuous at x equal to 3, or you can say 3 is a point of discontinuity of this function, or the function is continuous for all real numbers except 3. We will go through one more example question. Find the value of k. Important question, even in objective questions, any objective questions of JEE or CBSE question, this is a main question. Find the value of k given that the function is continuous at x equal to pi by 2. It is given the function is continuous at x equal to pi by 2. Therefore, what does that mean? The limit value is equal to the function value. Now, the question is to find the value of k. Therefore, limit value is equal to the function value. Therefore, this is what is given because the function is continuous at x equal to pi by 2. And in this case, there is no LHL RHL because x not equal to pi by 2 function is defined in only one way, pi by 2 minus less than pi by 2, pi by 2 plus greater than pi by 2, all falls in k cos x by pi minus 2x. Therefore, this is the one that you should start with. This you should calculate, substitute, find the value of k. That is what you should do. F of pi by 2, 3, because as x takes the value pi by 2, function takes the value 3. Therefore, calculation is more of a calculation on the left hand side. We will calculate this side. What is f of x? K cos x by pi minus 2x. Therefore, it changes as limit x tends to pi by 2, k cos x by pi minus 2x. Now, such questions are done by substitution. X tends to a, x tends to a. We will give substitution h equal to x minus a. Here also we will give substitution h equal to x minus pi by 2. That is a substitution. X tends to pi by 2, therefore x becomes pi by 2. Therefore what will h do? H will tend to 0. Therefore after substitution, limit h tends to 0, because x tends to pi by 2, substituted here, h will tend to 0. Limit h tends to 0, k into cos, what is x from this one? What is x from this one? Pi by 2 plus h, x equal to pi by 2 plus h, that will get substituted. Pi by 2 plus h divided by, if I multiply 2 to this entire thing, what will it change? 2h is equal to 2x minus pi. 2h will change as 2x minus pi. Here you have pi minus 2x. Therefore what is pi minus 2x? Minus 2h. Therefore denominator becomes minus 2h. That is a change in the step.
Then cos pi by 2 plus h.
Minus sin h, because it falls in the second quadrant. Therefore next step changes as limit h tends to 0, k into minus sin h divided by minus 2h. That is a change. Yes? Now negative getting cancelled. You will come across a limit formula here. You have sin h by h, which is a limit formula. The limit formula is limit x tends to 0, limit anything tends to 0, a tends to 0, sin a by a is 1. Therefore this limit will become 1. Meanwhile k by 2 is a constant. The constant in a limit will go outside. K by 2 into limit s tends to 0, sin h by h. That is a step. That is a step. K by 2 into limit h tends to 0, sin h by h. Then the limit formula, limit a tends to 0, sin a by a, that is 1. Therefore it changes as k by 2 into 1. Therefore limit value will become k by 2. Therefore we have got limit value k by 2. Therefore substituting back, k by 2 equal to, what is the function value? 3. Therefore function value 3, and that is a step. What is the k value? K is equal to 6. In fact such questions are asked for objective exams. Given a function is continuous at a point. Now what you have to apply is the basic definition of continuity at a point. The limit value is equal to the function value. With that example we almost come to the conclusion of the topic continuity. Now on the entire content we have told continuity of a function at a point. When will you say that a function is continuous? A function is said to be continuous at a point if the limit value is equal to the function value. That is the final definition of continuity. But if limit does not exist, surely it is not continuous. Now we have gone through some examples, we have gone through some graphs, greatest integer function. It is not continuous at any integers. In fact, it has got infinite points of discontinuity. Then when will you say that a function is continuous? If a function has to be continuous, it should be continuous in its entire domain. Polynomial functions, trigonometric functions, rational functions, all trigonometric functions are continuous. Rational functions are continuous in its domain. F of x equal to 1 by x is continuous in its domain, and its domain is all real number minus 0. Modulus function is also continuous. And then composite functions. If two functions are continuous, the composite function is also continuous. Sine of x square, it is a composite of sine x and x square. Then we have gone through, discuss the continuity of function questions. Discuss the continuity means you should discuss in its entire domain. But there also we will only check at the points where the function breaks. Other points you can claim continuity being polynomial or trigonometric or other class of continuous functions. Then last we did find the value of k given that a function is continuous at a particular point. That also limit value equal to function value. Such questions are quite often asked. With this we come to the conclusion of the topic continuity. Lot of questions are there in continuity which you need to know, especially questions where you have to find the value of lambda. With this we conclude. Thank you very much.